Hello, this is Dorothy Smith. I'm a close to my heart independent consultant, and today I'm showing you the I Heart Us Cut Above layout, which is part of our subscription series. And the subscription is one cut above layout kit every month. You can either get it individually or, like I did, by the year. And so every 4 months, every 3 months, you get 4 packages in the box, and so they kind of go along with the month. And so this one has hearts on it, so it would be good for any time, but especially good for Valentine's Day, of course. You get placement photo holders with it, and you get background, usually a color background to go on pictures or as an accent piece. And these are the stickers that come with it, and it says layout 1 and layout 2. And if you cut what goes for layout 1 and layout 2, then it'll be a little bit less confusing for you. And I make 2 separate stacks, so that way I don't get confused looking for the wrong things. So these are the die cut punch out sheet pieces that also come as layout 1 and layout 2, and so they give you a line that you can follow and cut them out if you so choose, which I do because I get confused. And so they're going to go over with the stickers for layout 1 and layout 2, and then you also get the pre-printed backgrounds for each of the layouts, which really makes this scrapbooking the easiest possible scrapbooking that you can do and still have a regular scrapbook page. So the first one was the happy title, and the second one is today is the day. So this nice little pie chart is real pretty, and there are pieces that actually go onto 3 of the sections that are the die cut punch outs. And so the color backgrounds are put aside, and they go with each. I put them with each layout, what goes with what layout. So the punch out letters, it isn't for every single letter. So there are some that the H and the P and the Y will have a punch out that goes on top of it, and I added those to the layout with a little foam adhesive to pop each of the letters that they gave us up. So it just adds a little dimension to the title, which I think is, looks real cute. And then the little hearts are also the die cuts. So you have to put those down with, you can either put them down with Tombow so they're flat, or you can put them down with whatever you use to pop up an item. And so I'm punching out everything and putting it with its appropriate page, and then I can get rid of the little sheet, but then I'll have all the little pieces that go with each of the pages. So this is a no cut scrapbooking design. So all you have to do is have adhesive to stick your letters down, or your pictures down, or your backgrounds down. So it's very, very simple. And I would suggest that you read the instructions, which unfortunately I never do. So for these particular backgrounds on the everyday sheet, I would put those gray backgrounds down first before I do the heart, because otherwise I had to pull the heart up, as you'll see later on. So go ahead and put down things according to the layer that they're in. So if there's something that's popped up, it's in a next layer above. So I would just be, that's the only thing I would be aware of. And I'm not thinking while I'm doing this, I'm just kind of doing it. I only think afterwards, which doesn't help, right? So you can pretty much see what I've done here, and I will play some music so you can watch it with some music, but I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I'll pop in when there's something that needs any kind of explanation. Hope you enjoy this, and look at my comments below for how you can get this easy way of scrapbooking. And really anybody can do this. All you need is the adhesive. So, and it'll make you look like a star. So anyway, I'm gonna play some music now, so hope you enjoy it. Okay, I'm back again, and I just wanted to come in and say some things on this particular layout. The second page is the one that I'm putting things down on, and there are some corners that are part of the layout. And so what I would suggest that you do is to use those corners to put the right-hand picture on first. And I'm just putting the arrows where they need to go. And these pie pieces, I lifted them up with some of the foam tape, but I would suggest that you just put them down flat with whatever adhesive you use. I happen to use Tombow. So I would really suggest that you don't pop them up, because there are pieces that are going to go on those, part on those pieces and part on the pieces next to them, the background next to it, that will be at two different levels. So that's why I say don't use the pop-ups on these pie chart parts. Just put them flat. And I mean, it'll add a little dimensional element, not as much as with the foam tape, but I just didn't, once again, look very well at the, didn't give a good stare at the instructions to see that there are pieces that go across our pie here. Oh, I'd love to have a piece of pie. So anyway, I wanted to tell you that so that you don't have the same problem I did. And it's not a big problem. It's just that you have things that are kind of at two different levels. So that is one suggestion. And you know, if you've seen some of my videos, these round circles are from the windows that you can, the shaker windows that you can get. And I mean, I've had so many of these circles of foam, already pre-cut foam tape. It's just wonderful. I just love having those circles ready with the pre-cut foam tape. It's really come in handy for everything that I put together. So I'm putting the arrow, which is a continuation of a part on the right-hand page, which is just a long strip. So this is the end of the long strip with an arrowhead. And see, the arrowhead is now at slightly two different levels, because the little polka dot piece is raised up with the foam darts. Foam darts. What am I talking about? That was one of my son's play toys when he was a kid, with the foam pieces. So I'm just going ahead and putting down a picture will go there. And so that's going across one of the pie pieces that's popped up with the foam dart. Foam piece. And so that's why I say don't pop those up. So moving on to, if you notice that there's little dotted lines going around the circle, well, on the right-hand page there's also the same kind of dotted lines that go in the corners, and that's where you're going to put the picture backgrounds of the teal colored paper. So for some reason I didn't notice those foam corners. So now I'm just putting the two pages together so I can line up my blue arrow. And this piece goes probably about 10 inches long. It's shy of about 2 inches of the 12-inch page. And so the yellow tail is also going to get lined up. This is more of a banner, so it's going to get lined up with the small piece that's on the left-hand page. So here I'm putting the Tombow on the teal paper, which is going to be the background. So this is why I needed to put the one on the right hand side first, so I could get a better vision of where that the one on the left was supposed to go. So there's my little corner, my little dotted dashed line corner up there, and fortunately the Tombow wasn't totally adhered to the paper below to the background, so I could pull it up. But on this paper is different than our regular cardstock, and so the Tombow sticks to it and has a tendency to pull up the paper. So you don't want to pull it up too many times. So there we go. That's why I say the right hand piece getting fitted into the dashed line, do the right hand piece first and then do the left hand piece. And then I'm just putting my photo placements to put some vertical 4x6s on there. And this is a very, very simple page to do. The little partial circle is going up, the dotted line up there is on the paper, it's printed on the paper, and then the little banner with the dashed line going through it is a sticker that already comes with the little dashed line. So put another little heart in place, and the title of this layout is called Today is the Day. So I don't know what day it is, but today is the day. So that's real easy to put down. It comes off not in one piece, but each word is one piece, so that makes it super easy to put it down. And we're almost finished with 2 layouts. And the video is about almost 30 minutes. If you add another 10 minutes to this, because I speeded up the video a little bit, that's about the time that it took me to do these 2 layouts. So if you give yourself, and that's pretty true to form on all of the layouts, if you give yourself, about 40-45 minutes, hopefully you can work quicker than I can work. These are journaling strips that go on the pie chart. And this is one of the areas where I said, yeah, this is where I wish I had kept it 1 level instead of 2 levels, because the journaling strip goes across it. But it's really not that big of a deal. I'm making more of a big deal of it than it really is, because you can just kind of squish them down while you're writing, and it's no big deal really. So that is that layout. So I do like these subscription layouts, and I will continue to get them myself. I hope you think about getting the subscription layout if you don't have a lot of time and you want to do some scrapbooking really quickly. Here you go. So you take care. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching my video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and visit my blog at .scrapbooking.com.